Hey guys, today I'm here to deliver another entry into my series on how to flank in BattleBit. As you can probably already tell from the title, today we'll be covering the small but fun map Solhan. Thus, without any further hoopla, let's jump right into the video. Now, Solhan overall is a very difficult map to flank on because it's so small. Yet for some reason, in almost every game I play on this map, there always seems to be a route that is available for flanking. And in a somewhat counterintuitive fashion, it almost always happens on the side of the map that is the most open. And these areas that I'm referring to are the edge/coastline sides of the E, B, and A objectives. The first objective I'm going to tackle in this list is the B objective, as it is the sole reason why I even made this video. Now, this objective reminds me a lot of my Sandy Sunset video. The cluster of buildings that surround this objective are positioned in a way that allows you to get really up close to the center of B without really being spotted. And as long as you enter the B objective in an unorthodox manner, you're going to be able to surprise a lot of enemies. Now, there are plenty of ways to get into B. However, my favorite route for getting into B is going through a line of buildings that face the A objective. This route is going to put you right on the second floor of the B objective building, and pretty much none of the enemies in that building are going to spot you unless they are peeking out of the window that you come in from. And in my experience, this is a highly successful route. I'm talking like 80 to 90% success rate for getting into the building undetected. And again, this isn't even the only unorthodox route into B. So if you are playing on this map and the enemy has the B objective, that is the perfect time to flank this building to make some sick plays that is surely to boost your KD. And I'm sure post-me will show y'all a couple examples on screen of my best flanks into B. And one caveat I want to tell y'all before y'all do this is that this building is the spawn point for B, so sometimes you're going to run into enemies that are shielded because they've just spawned in. This can cause some problems as these shielded guys will not take damage from anything for a short amount of time. Another problem that this building has is because it's so popular, almost every game it's going to get destroyed. So just be aware when you're flanking in that building of any shaking or dust flying up, as that probably means the building is coming down. Now I want to talk about A. A's flank is rather simple. Just take the coastline/edge that I showed y'all earlier in the video up to the objective, and you should be able to make a great play without much hassle. I can't really explain why the most open part of the map is also the least patrolled. However, I may have a piecewise explanation. When taking boats, I think many players have encountered snipers patrolling that open water. Due to this, I think in most players' mind, this area is quote-unquote off limits because they always think a sniper's gonna hit them. But snipers in this game do not settle for low patrolled areas. So the absence of players has pushed snipers to different areas. So sure, while you may get hit there 1, 2, or 3 times passing through, out of 10 times, I'd say 7 or 8 of those you're gonna get by. And coincidentally, this is also kind of my strategy for E. However, E, you do have to be more careful. There's less beach there for you to utilize on your feet. So my recommendation is to take a jet ski into one of the corners of that box that kind of juts into the map, and then stand on that jet ski and use a grapple hook to grapple up the wall. I think the best place to do this would be where the boxes are stacked on top of each other, as this kind of provides a natural cover, and not many players know that you can stand on the edge that passes the boxes. Also, when I'm referring to E, I'm more or less referring to the walkway that takes you to B. While the E objective is definitely flankable, I think this walkway is an easier target. Alright guys, now it's time for the extra important tips that you don't want to miss when trying to do these flanks on this map. Firstly, I just want to point out that both A and E have underground pipes or routes that run underneath them, and I think the route for each respective objective here is definitely useful in trying to execute a flank. For recommended weapons and gear, if you're trying to attack the B objective, I think you're going to want to run an SMG. The A and E objectives, however, are open enough that you could probably run an AR as well as an SMG. Even though I've shown you in this video that it is possible to get into the targeted objectives without grappling hooks, I'm going to recommend you run one on this map. They are simply too indispensable in helping you get around Solhan. I also think it is imperative you run either flashes or smokes, as the small nature of the map forces a lot of close combat encounters. And finally, on a more specific note, if you're playing Conquest on this map, the vehicles can actually be pretty helpful in getting around on the map. And I'm not just referring to the boat vehicles, as both cars and helicopters can be really useful. Well, that pretty much does it for this episode of How to Flank in BattleBit. If you like this video and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. You can also go on my channel now, as I have a bunch of other videos like this. And if you have any future maps you want me to cover or any other content ideas you want to see, please tell me in the comments below. I love taking suggestions. Otherwise, thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a great day.